Oh.
And it's an eastbound coming off the Bradford side. Probably come out of Buckeye, because I don't ever remember a van train running on the Bradford side much. Especially with F units.
Well, they did some. They came.
Which way is he headed?
Came through Greenville.
Eastbound.
That's what
They came from Greenville to Bradford, and then.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Isn't
What's
that
there?
Channel 10's tower over there?
What's
Yeah.
there now, right there?
What's that?
One track.
Nationwide Arena sits in there.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's off to the left a little bit. You've got one track up through there. You got apartments here where we're sitting, and there's a street runs down through there about the third or fourth track over.
Wow.
All those tracks to the right are where the rail plant.
How far? Where's the Denison track switch? Take off to the left.
Oh, God, it must be about 10 car lengths back there.
Yeah. That would still be there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the future site of CP front. With the 15-second release time on the signals. No, that was longer front, wasn't it? It was 15 seconds there in that new plant put in for High Street. And
There's another hand for us,
Yeah.
tire.
Wow.
yeah, that's the rail plant to the right there, and I think we're on number 4 track here, and these were the crossovers at the west end of the depot, which no doubt had a switch tender there at some time, long to the far distant past. And there they are building the, well, I heard it called the Front Street Runner and the Robbins Runner. And out there where the Ballash starts way in the background, that's CP front. We're standing on the Park Street Bridge. I think it's Park Street at this point.
You're at Central being a little off to the right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now, is that an impressive signal bridge or
What is that?
That's heading up the CA&C, would you believe?
Oh,
St.
okay.
Clair Engine House was just off to the right. And the shop building's out in there.
That's looking south, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's downtown Columbus.
Okay.
But at one time, there was a truck train ramp in the old shop building, which must have been one of the few covered truck train ramps in the nation. Here we are looking at Old Tangy, and this is where the Bradford side going east turned into 4 tracks. The track going off to the right, that went over to the Neal track, which and there was another section of it come off the C&O and crossed on Diamonds about where the engine is.
Were those tracks too close to make a parallel move there through the crossover and that track to the right?
I believe you could do it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
How come the tracks are rusty on the left side?
Well, because the middle track wasn't used down through there at this time. You went past this crossover, and there was another single switch there that went out into, well, it'd be 2 and 3 tracks. And 4 track continued down there, but
It was a
2 and
weird.
3 track hadn't been in use in a long time.
It was a very weird way it went into
Oh,
4
yeah.
tracks. I don't know why they designed it like that.
Near Central Street, right.
Yeah, it's back in there in the weeds. And Spruce Street Engine House was, would have been partially visible there to the right.
I traced the C&O switch job up around the Yale track on the college.
Now there's an OC coal train on the C&O. I don't remember the circumstances where.
And that's the
But
mud
it's
line.
on.
They ran them that way for a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's looking west on the Big 4.
They've already torn out 1 track.
That's looking west on the Big 4. Where's he going now?
Looking west on the Big 4, he's westbound on the C&O.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you're looking towards GM Tower.
Okay.
At this point, the C&O's running almost east and west. And then
Okay.
as soon as he goes another 30 car lengths, he goes around the big curve and goes north. And the
Okay.
big four at this point is running on an angle towards Cincinnati,
Okay.
southwest.
Now, this is the present location of I-67.
Oh.
It is?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it more or less follows the big four down through there.
Can you drive in under that and see?
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
I've never had the nerve to do
Yeah.
it.
Of course, there's a connection there from the big four around to the C&O. And on the CTC machine there at Old Tangy, there's also tracks going down into the factory there. It's the Union Fork and Hoe factory, and they call it the Hoe track.
The hoe track. They had a hoe mart.
There's beautiful downtown mountains.
Oh my God.
That's an eastbound coming from on the Bradford side. You're looking north on the OC.
Fence used to have a big pile up there about every year.
Tire was
Yeah.
so short.
The connection track more or
Started
less
out
goes
20
through
feet
the
tall.
tower now between the OC and the Bradford side. That tower must have just sort of growed.
Or metamorphic.
It's on the westward siding.
RS2 or what was it? 3. Oh, it looks cold.
Yeah, indeed. That's the Bradford side from the lower right. And that's the western connection coming out of Buckeye and headed for the western branch. This
What
is,
year was that?
Oh, I imagine it was pretty close to when the yard opened up, so probably 70. And the operator was located here in a little shanty for a while, called it Bridge. At the other, no, I can't see anything. It's about a quarter of a mile into the picture there was where the mounds inbound and outbound come off of the mains. That was a switch tender down there they called Creek. That's looking toward Bradford. You come down to the signal track. That's the Bradford outbound and the single switcher, Bradford outbound. And the Bradford inbound is about where the engine is. The operator at Bridge had one lever to control a signal out there, out where the train disappears. It was just a holdout signal. You come down here and give them highballs down in the engine house.
You get arrested for that nowadays.
No,
All new
Eyeballs
stuff.
are not good.
Yeah, you don't get in there under an escort. This is history.
I hardly see the damn thing, but it's one of those heater cars.
It's a heater car?
Yep.
Would they heat the switches?
Passenger trains.
Oh. I thought it was for clearing switches or something. Oh, I don't know.
That steam
Well,
boiler.
they had a jet engine to do that with.
Did anybody ever get pictures of those things working? I've never seen any pictures of them working, or I've seen them sitting in the yard.
Even when they were working, you couldn't get a picture of them working because they didn't work.
Oh.
All they would do is melt all the crap in the switch, and then when they left the scene, it froze.
Probably more solid than before.
I was working Buckeye once, and the section gang had everything on the north, had Buckeye all cleaned out nice and clean. It was one of those zero nights, no wind or anything, and they had it all cleaned out, you know, swept it out dry. They came up there with the heater, and I wouldn't let them in. I says, everything's working. I'm not letting you in. And I told the dispatcher I wouldn't let him in, and he says, well, we'll see if you can bull your way through it. I said, everything's working. Keep them out of there. You know, the switch controllers, they'd get frost built up in those, and they'd heat it, and then it'd freeze and melt. Oh, my gosh.
I remember the area, I just keep the,
That's one of the stronger wreck masters on the
Yeah.
system. If railroaders are anything, hilarious is one of them. They'll do anything to make a joke out of it.
I remember a while, the area always kept the
Pots burning.
switch machines covered with a tarp.
Oh, yeah.
And railroad management people come around here, Conrail. What are those tarps doing? Get them off those machines. Those switch machines are supposed to be out in the open.
That kept all the snow.
Next day they had 4 or 5 plant failures here, and they never had a plant failure before that.
That's from Fisher Road. This was the other job. Love those covered ways.
What was that
All the
road?
green,
Is that,
Fisher?
that was
No, no.
We had 2 of those sitting down on the road till about 5 years ago. I mean,
Other end of the yard.
2 of those were green cars with real nice paint, looking real fresh.
because
They were.
they built that
they were in that spot,
or
and they did.
they built an overpass.
They were stored. These
Right,
railroad
I
was using
remember
English
when
Road.
they did that.
2 nice big ones, big, nice, yeah.
And that sawmill.
And there is
Saw 'em.
Bridge
There
Block
they are.
Office.
Bridge what?
Bridge Block Office. He's eastbound on the Bradford side. This is the Western Connection straight through, and the Bradford inbound to the left. And the side of Darby Road back there and then on the bridge.
Who was the operator of Buckeye the night the 2 side gentlemen came together up there at Bridge?
Never heard about that one. Remember?
Oh.
That's from South of Darby. The bridge office sat there right beside the telephone pole. He's coming out of the departure yard and heading north on the OC.
You know, if that yard had been built 20 years earlier, there would have been a tower at both ends.
Oh, yeah.
To try and control that from Buckeye in the middle was...
That's shot from North Tower.
Disaster.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Paul's favorite office right down in front of that building.
Yeah. In Roberts Road.
And the operator should have been up in North Tower. It would have made more sense to see what the heck was going on.
It's been a lot simpler to talk to the train master, that's for damn sure.
Well,
There wasn't hardly room up there for it.
It should have been built.
Not with a train master and a yard master up there.
well, you remember working with the train master at Bell Fountain, BN.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I remember working with a yard master there, not a train. Train master was Larry Knight. He was a pretty decent guy.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
He came and went all the time.
Remember that red vermilion?
I'd go a long way out of my way to shoot a picture of the covered wagon.
It was good red vermilion.
They're neat. That is so cool. Oh, that's classic. That's just classic.
Yeah. When I first went to Gibson Church, that place wasn't called a church. I wasn't even down there, just marshals everything around. You want to see if I'd throw an extra cross over.
I don't remember what the situation was here, but that's
The Ohio
Lansfield.
Yes, ma'am.
That's Ohio Brass.
Cross over there for the yard.
Is that what it says?
That's the
The Ohio.
last Pennsylvania unit, I believe. That's the way it is, 1501.
The
last unit
waiting for.
down there.
Last step unit at Tennessee Walk.
Oh, okay.
Now, it had this number on this side,
Short.
and this number on the other side.
Oh, we ran out of one.
Yeah.
That's actually Russian FU.
Yeah.
I want to see the dry transfer sheet he was using.
Did you ever see some of the ones in the middle 60s where they put it too long or something, and it was either lettered on some cases Pennsylvania or Pennsylvania. They left the P or the A off.
I don't remember seeing one.
I got a picture of one at, it was Pennsylvania Egan at Cincinnati. And they had painted over the, P, said Pennsylvania.
I don't remember which train this
They're
is.
getting ready to renumber.
He's going through Buckeye Yard because of a derailment or something that happened out there.
Toledo in 80, and I went up there in 81. They said 80 was